And we are live. Welcome to another episode of AB Tribe Quick Talk. And today we're going to be talking about Gervonta TankDavis versus Lamont Roach. The reaction, the aftermath. We're going to talk about what happened. We're going to break it down. Let me just start off with what a great fight. An exciting event. The main event did not disappoint. Of course, every fight that Tank is in is going to be a good one. A couple days back, I did a prediction on this fight. I predicted TankDavis winning, but I also gave Roach his flowers. I said that he was a dog and he was going to meet TankDavis in the middle of the ring and he wasn't going to back down. And if he won, I apologized. I already apologized on that video. Everything I said on that video, Lamont proved it to be true. He's a dog. He didn't back down. He didn't show fear. And he threw down for 12 rounds with the hardest puncher in boxing. Everyone else we saw crumble against TankDavis. But against Lamont Roach, who's basically a nobody unless you're a hardcore boxing fan, then you know who he is. But for a casual, he's a nobody. Based on that performance, people will remember his name. Lamont Roach outpunched TankDavis, but he also threw a lot more punches than TankDavis. TankDavis was more accurate. We could have guessed that. But what we couldn't guarantee is that Roach would have outpunched TankDavis throughout 12 rounds. Usually when a fighter comes trying to outpunch TankDavis, he ends up on the floor waking up on the canvas. He kept his defense tight and he didn't back down. And he rocked TankDavis a couple times. And that's what I said was the key to beating TankDavis. Threaten him with power so he doesn't just come in all crazy. Even though Roach didn't get his hands raised, I feel like this is still a win for Lamont Roach. Based on the betting odds, TankDavis was supposed to run through Lamont Roach. TankDavis was a plus 1,600 and Lamont Roach was a plus 600. It was 900 in the beginning of the fight. Then it went all the way down to plus 600. Like I said in my other video, I'm a big fan of TankDavis, but I also want to see his opponents challenge him and push him because we don't know how great Davis is. His opponents hasn't been like A-plus opponents. Ryan Garcia, Rolly, they not A-plus fighters. They never unified. They were just stars in the sport that brings in money. But he didn't fight Shakur. He didn't fight the Telfimos. Tank didn't fight good opponents. I'm sorry to say, but his resume is not that good. During the fight, TankDavis, he took a knee. He made it obvious. He ran to his corner. Before he ran to his corner, the referee was counting. He counted up to 3. TankDavis still ran to his corner, asked for a towel so he could wipe his eyes because the chemicals that he put on his braids ran down to his eyes and it was bothering him and it started burning his eyes. But he took a knee and it was an obvious knee. So it looked like he took a knee because of a punch. So that's why the referee went and started counting. But the referee stopped counting and he gave up on the count and let the fight continue. That's not boxing rules. I understand that it wasn't a knockdown. It wasn't a true knockdown, right? But the rules is that if you take a knee, it's an 8 count, regardless what it is. If you knee, that's an 8 count. Gervonta TankDavis did not receive that 8 count. It wasn't a normal knockdown, right? It was more like something's bothering him and he went to the corner. But you're not supposed to do that during the fight. Even if you're missing your mouthpiece, Let's say you're missing your mouthpiece, right? It comes out. That's why some boxers try to spit it out on purpose so the referee could pick it up. He has to go to the corner, wipe it down, blah, blah, blah. The referee has to go and do it himself. If Gervonta Tank Davis wanted the towel, he should have told the referee so the referee could have made his decision to either continue the fight or walk to his corner, grab the towel, and clean his eye off. It's up to the referee. It's not up to Tank. He's not the boss. And in that situation, he made himself the boss. And the referee literally backed down. He followed Gervonta Tank Davis' orders. Lamont Roach questioned the referee. Why didn't you continue? The referee said, continue the fight. And that costed the fight for Lamont Roach. I'm not saying that he would have never won without the knockdown. Obviously, it was a draw. But with that knockdown, he would have defeated Gervonta Tank Davis. But let's say there's a rematch and the fight goes the same way and that little knockdown or knee doesn't happen. Lamont Roach, to me, still wins the fight. He outpunched him. He was the one pressing the pressure. He won the fight. Another thing I want to bring up is that during the fight, they asked Lamont Roach what you and Tank Davis was bittering about. And he came out and said, Tank Davis told me, oh, it doesn't matter. The judges will never give you the decision over me. And right there, he got a little upset, and he's like, damn, like, what you mean they won't give it to me? But then he started understanding what Tank Davis meant. He meant because of his star power, they're not going to give the decision win. And it's crazy for Tank Davis to say that. I'm not sure if he was trolling or he wasn't serious. He was just joking. I don't know. But if he was serious, that's a problem. And now we have to question Tank's character. Because to tell an opponent straight up, like, yo, it doesn't matter if you, like, beat me all 12 rounds. If you don't knock me out, the judges will never give you a decision win over me. That is insane to think like that. But I'm going to save that for another video. I'm going to save that for a whole nother video. I need to rant about that for maybe like 20 minutes. Because that's insane for a fighter to say that. Even if you think that. He was always around Mayweather, right? Maybe Mayweather said the same thing to him, right? But Mayweather never said that out loud. Lamont Roach, congratulations, man. You won that fight. You won that fight. You beat Gervonta Tank Davis. Also, another thing, I'm happy that Shakur Stevenson called out Lamont Roach and not Tank Davis. He said, if the rematch doesn't happen, I want to fight you. That's Shakur Stevenson saying that to Lamont Roach. And I would love to see that fight. That's a great fight. I don't know what will happen. This fight proved to me that Shakur will beat Tank. Shakur will beat Tank. It's no question. Is hands down. Shakur will beat Tank. Lamont gave Tank problems. But if Shakur is really that guy that everyone says, then he should make Lamont Roach look easy work, right? And if he does that, then there's no question why Tank is not fighting Shakur Stevenson. But it was a great fight, like I said. Congratulations to Lamont Roach. Tank Davis, you got to go back to the gym and work a little harder, man. I don't know what's going on. These two coaches situation and just you talking about retiring, not wanting to do this anymore. I mean, it shows that you're losing focus. And your performance against Lamont Roach shows that you're losing focus. But to be fair, Tank did say that this will be a harder fight than any other fight that he had before. So he did say it. He did say it, and the media questioned it like, what? What you talking about? Like, are you just saying this because this is your friend and you're going to throw this fight away? Nah. It, it was a draw, and this was Tank's toughest outing. Now, does he accept the rematch or does he move on? I have no idea. He did not give Isaac Cruz the rematch, so I don't know if he will give Roach the rematch. He moves like he's Canelo. He moves like he's the face of boxing. So it's up to Tank and whatever he wants to do. But as a spectator, I would say that I am doubting that TankDavis will take the rematch. I think he would just move on. He called out Devin Haney. He called out Ryan Garcia. So I think he's just looking for the money fights, the big star fights. In one of his interviews, he did say that after boxing, he does want to take on those celebrities' boxing matches. He said he doesn't mind fighting one of the Paul brothers. He's a money man. So I respect him because he's been saying everything that the media is starting to say about him. He's like, yeah, I am that type of guy. That's gangster. That's gangster. And that's why we love Tank. But that's all I got for you. Don't forget to drop a like, and subscribe, a comment, and share. Do all that good stuff for me. Until next time.